anh nó là tao chân năng ô lệ cho ta lo sẽ ông khai là tên là nó chú sai số nè ô cái đó tên là nó hay thế thế à có thể nó cho ô lệ cho mỏ cho mình nhớ cháu nó nè chỉ là tôi tự chán nó chứ nè
This is a lucky draw, and Falun Dafa is good, and truthfulness, compassion, and forbearance is good. This is a lucky draw. You can come anywhere you like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
it's free, is it?
Yeah, it's free.
Oh, thank you.
And this is Falun Dafa. If you want to learn.
Oh yeah, I take the lesson for that. That's very good. Yeah. Yeah. Bây giờ tao tới chân nào, bao giờ tới xong rồi tháo, bao giờ chỉ xong phải ăn nhau tới chân nào. Giờ mong tôi nhớ họ nào bắt đầu xong, ít cho bao nó chỉ mới ra cho, mới ra vả, mà hơi lâu rồi là bê tông nó tôi ít cho bắt đầu chọn. Tại cho nó tới bài đá số sao? Số hơi lâu cho số ra cho. Ra cho nhau mình là số ta rồi. Hơi số và ra vả mà thua.
I heard that. I hope everyone hears that. The thieving has got to go.
Nó sẽ hẹp bao hành đâu, nhưng họ nó sang Ontario nó, bây giờ thì sắp phá Ontario.是法轮功大法是吗？啊，很好了，很漂亮了。
Hundreds of thousands of workers are seriously injured on the job each year. Many others continue to work while hurt. In the U.S., over 5,000 workers, or nearly 15 workers per day, die from injuries on the job. And that's just the acute injuries. That does not include the occupational diseases. Many times as many are felled by short and long-term exposures to dangerous levels of toxic dusts, fumes, chemicals, and radiation, or other occupational diseases. When workers are hurt or injured by their jobs, both they and the community suffer. No one wants to be injured by work, but those who are hurt demand acknowledgement, empathy, attention to how to prevent another's injury, and a fair and adequate system of care and compensation to get them and their families through times of extra need and financial responsibilities. National COSH is inspired by and working in concert with our Ontario cousins in their fight to make such a fair compensation system and justice for injured workers. Like injured workers in Ontario, we are committed to achieving safer and healthier places to work with ability to adapt to changing times, exposures, and environments. We will support and work with you to bring attention to the plight of injured and ill workers in Ontario, in Canada, and in the U.S. to activate decision makers to implement a system that treats those who work and get hurt with dignity and respect. Congratulations on a successful 41st Injured Workers' Day in Toronto, Thunder Bay, Windsor, and throughout the province. Thank you for your leadership and inspiration in connecting with and giving a voice to injured workers.
Thank you for that, Glenn. Well, as we can see, we have CUPE Ontario in the house. It's the political wing of the Canadian Union and Public Employees, Canada's largest union. In this country's largest province, with over 290,000 members, CUPE Ontario is a strong voice for rights and fairness for their members and communities. Without a doubt, they have stood shoulder to shoulder with injured workers at countless events and key fights over the years. We are pleased to welcome their president, Fred Hahn, to close out our speakers today. Welcome.
Friends, let's start by hearing it for the Ontario Network of Injured Workers Groups, ONIWIG, for the amazing work that they do in advocacy for injured workers everywhere across the province. And look around you. Know that each and every one of us here today represents thousands of others who understand that there is systemic injustice for injured workers that must end in our province. Private sector employers are making massive profits. CEOs' wages are skyrocketing, and they're cutting workers' jobs, increasing workload, making it much more likely that people will be injured on the job. The same thing is happening in our hospitals. The same thing is happening in our schools. And it is all because of the choices made by the people in this house of ours. It's supposed to be our house. Well, my friends, I say this, rumors that there could be an early election. I don't care when the election comes, we should take back this house for working people. What we've got to do is make sure that workers and our family members, you won't have to go too far. Those of you here who are yourselves injured workers will know. Anyone who's been an advocate for injured workers will know that all you have to do is start the conversation, and in every family, in every community, there are stories. Stories of people who the system tried to leave behind. And it is why we are here today to say no one should ever be left behind.
Đúng rồi. Nó mặc egg. Nó mà lọt tiền sẽ chịu ra đi Nó mà egg nó mà lọt tu trong tiền à. Chỉ bố cọ một bữa chó liền à. Tao nói có bỏ máu rồi chứ, có không máu nó máu sẽ là ai rồi tao nói. Tại biết tôi về bên anh chơi lúc chơi nó mà nó chỉ tôi đến chơi nó chơi này chơi giờ là Thái là bây giờ chơi Thái lấy phê thì ôi sao tôi tiếc ra nó chuyện đó mà tôi chuyện nó mà nhân đấy thì theo lọ theo chỉ cho anh mình cả đó mình nhớ tôi sẽ thế sự tận nhỉ cái xe lên miệng mà tôi mình ta bé bao này chắc sáu này à cái này nó theo tôi ôi chú ôi là tôi thấy thế sẽ take it nè ơi bây giờ tao nằm gì ra